welcome to the newspaper review today on TAF TV. Bringing you the review today is Jennifer Adawamo. Today being the 24th day of March 2023, we are giving you newspapers from across the country. We want to analyze the different headlines on the different papers. As you stay with me, keep watching TAF TV. All right. You know, I'm kind of very happy. I don't know what's actually giving me this happiness, you know. I think it's the Abia winning. Like the Labour Party won in Abia State. Man, I was very happy. I was so happy. Over 24 years, one party has been in control. I think a lady of 24 years is married. A lady of 24 years must have had 2 to 3 kids, if I'm not mistaken anyway. So I just feel very happy. And I just want to give you a secret to my happiness is that is my state. Could you just imagine a state answering God's own state? And you know, there's this popular saying that says cleanliness is next to godliness. And when you get into Abia State, the first thing that welcomes you from either of the boundaries, whether you get into Umuahia, through Imo State, through River State, through Akwa Ibom State, any of the boundary that you choose to get into, the first thing that welcomes you is this ooze. I can't lie about it. In fact, I'm actually tired of that. But right now, I don't know if I'm expecting much from Alex Otti, being the Labour Party governor-elect right now. I'm not expecting too much, but I just wish. I want Alex Otti to do something about dirtiness. Before you talk about roads, do you want me to tell you something? There was a particular time that I went to Aba before they did a little thing. Let me say they did small thing on the head of Fox Road. As tall as I am, the water, it rained. I didn't see the rain coming, it rained, and the thing actually got to my waist. That used to be Amogona, but anyways, Alex Otti, this is a direct message from me to you, Alex Otti. I'm not expecting much from you, but please don't let us down. Don't let Abians down. Don't let Aba people down. We want people to come from different places to visit Aba and talk and say good things about Aba. Anyway, that's by the way. We're moving over to the business of the day, and I'm starting with the Guardian newspaper. I am starting with the Guardian newspaper. On the Guardian newspaper here we have, you know, like I always say, we have the big one, the one that made the major headline, the one sitting right in front of the Guardian newspaper says here, Keyamo petitions DSS, demands Obi, Datti's arrest. Keyamo petitions DSS, demands Obi, Datti's arrest. And more on that here says, he's a rabble-rouser, says Yunusa. PDP suspends Fayose, Shima, Anyim. My suspension, you last kick of a dead horse, Fayose. Autumn will not appear before PDP disciplinary committee, says Wike. Protesters seek interim government, demand removal of INEC chair. Adamawa APC reverses suspension of Mustafa. And the next one we have here says, tears as Ekweremadu wife found guilty of organ harvesting. And that you can read on the page 2 of the Guardian newspaper. Tears as Ekweremadu wife found guilty of organ harvesting. And the next one here says, diaspora Africans starts on continent growth beyond aid remittances. And that is on the page 26 of the Guardian newspaper. Next here says, Kogi Assembly suspends 9 members, 8 council chairmen over alleged terrorism, misappropriation. Let me take that again. Kogi Assembly suspends 9 members, 8 council chairmen over alleged terrorism and misappropriation. You can check this out on the page 30 of the Guardian newspaper. And lastly, I have this one to say, today is World Tuberculosis Day. Nigeria ranks 6th among high tuberculosis burden countries. World Tuberculosis Day. Nigeria ranks 6th among high tuberculosis burden countries. Wow. You know, I don't know what is this thing with tuberculosis anyway. Tuberculosis is kind of a deadly disease. It's very deadly. It has to do with the lungs. Anyone actually having tuberculosis, I think the person is close to death. And Nigeria here is ranking 6th in the whole world. Globally, Nigeria is actually in the 6th position. That's not too good. That is the more reason why we should do away from smoke, cigarettes. We should do away from whatever will affect our lungs so that tuberculosis will not come knocking on our doors. So I want to analyze a particular one here that says Keyamo petitions DSS, demands Obi Datti's arrest. That's actually talking about Festus Keyamo, the spokesperson to the APC presidential candidate, Tinubu. Festus Keyamo here is saying that the DSS is supposed to arrest Obi, the presidential candidate to the Labour Party, and is also supposed to arrest his running mate, Datti. I don't see any reason to what Festus Keyamo has said. You know, since the arrest of Femi Fani-Kayode, so many people are now coming up with every little thing. They will just say, DSS, please come and arrest. DSS, please come and arrest. Allow DSS to do their work. I think even the DSS knows when a person is using insightful speeches, knows when a person is actually using hate speeches. So, Festus Keyamo, please just lie low and wait on May 29th. If your own candidate is sworn in, fine and good. I don't see the reason for the going around writing petitions. That won't help. I don't think that will help. I don't know if the DSS comes to pick Obi up. What are they actually going to do to him? The man has spoken up. He has said, I don't like how the election was done. He has said this, I want to go to court, and allow them to go to court. And you're actually trying to tell people that Obi goes outside to use hateful words to incite the public against the APC candidate. I don't think that is done anyway. Anyway, it's not in my hands to judge. It's in the hands of the DSS to judge. That he has made the petition, he has written the petition, so we are waiting for the response of the DSS. We want to see the next step that the DSS is going to take. They know better. I think, at least I know that in the nation, in the Nigerian constitution, especially the amended constitution, the 1999 constitution, we have freedom, right to speech. And I know that what we don't have the freedom to is slander, libel. So I don't think the presidential candidate of the Labour Party has spoken against the government or have spoken against Tinubu. What he's just trying to say is, I want to go to court. I'm not satisfied with how the 2023 election, the February 25th election was carried out. So Festus Keyamo, please, I think you should rest right now. Or better still, let's wait on the DSS and see what their response will be to Festus Keyamo's plea. All right, I think that is that on the Guardian newspaper. I've really done enough analysis. I've really broken it down. If you want to find out more about the today's headlines, about the happening things in Nigeria, you can go to any newspaper stand and go and get a copy of the Guardian newspaper. So we're moving over to the next paper here, and onto the next paper we'll have the Daily Trust paper. I also love this paper because it's always very concise and it goes straight to the point. Here also talks about World Tuberculosis Day, World TB Day, poor funding awareness, dog-ending disease in Nigeria. Poor funding awareness, dog-ending disease in Nigeria. And the next one here says, small arms slowly becoming weapons of mass destruction, FG wants. Small arms slowly becoming weapons of mass destruction, federal government wants. And on to the next one on the Daily Trust newspaper says, organ harvesting UK court convicts Ekweremado's wife. Organ harvesting, UK court convicts Ekweremado's wife. You can read that up on the page 5 of the Daily Trust newspaper. And on to the next one says, EFCC to go after corrupt in quote, EFCC to go after corrupt governors, others after May 29th. EFCC to go after corrupt governors, others after May 29th. And under it, we can see the kicker here says, 2 ministries on the probe for multi-billion naira contract scams. Automation policy in procurement process on the way. Last year, we recorded 3,785 convictions, and this is coming from Bawa. And on to the next one here says, PDP suspends Anyim, Shema, Fayose, others over anti-party activities. Wow. PDP suspends Anyim, Shema, Fayose, others over anti-party activities. And last but not the least, here on the Daily Trust newspaper here says, Osun governorship, Adeleke knows fate today at appeal court. Wow, you can read that up on the page 10 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Osun governorship, Adeleke knows fate today at appeal court. Wow, wow, wow. You know, these headlines are quite interesting. And come to think of it, that we are in a country where there is this kind of, in fact, everywhere you go is smoke. Is it carbons? Is it factories? Is it mechanics? Is it a place like River State where you have the soot in the air? Then come to think of this tuberculosis and the government is not taking it serious. Please, I urge the federal government to take this serious, because this has to do with health. Sorry, this has to do with health, and you know, health is wealth. Just like we always say, I will be looking at this. Organ harvesting UK court convicts Ekweremado's wife. It's very sad. You know, since last year, 2022, this particular issue has been lingering. That is Senator Ekweremado's wife and the daughter. It was alleged that the wife and the daughter brought a guy from Nigeria to the UK for a kidney transplant or some sort of, you can go read it up on the internet. But you know, along the line, rumors were flying. They've been in the court anyways, they've been in the court. But finally, the verdict has been given that Ekweremado's wife is guilty and has been convicted. She is guilty of organ harvesting. I think we should be careful out there. So many of us that want to japa, what reason exactly are you japaing for? So many of us that somebody over there is telling, come, let me take you to the UK, come, let me take you to Canada, come and have a job for you. And when you get there, the whole dance, the whole music will change and you begin to run helter-skelter. This is really a warning to us. I'm actually sounding this warning. Let us be very careful, so that what is a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing. This has actually got to stain. This actually has got to stain the reputation of the family of the Ekweremado, because I don't think no one expected this from them. But anyway, it has happened. So let's be careful out there. And I want to talk about this Osun governorship. You know, since the election started, since February 25th, before the governorship election was postponed to March 18th, everything in Nigeria has been election. Then the Naira policy came in. So we've actually forgotten that Governor Adeleke of Osun State was on the fence. You know, having been gone to court with Oyetola, the man that was sitting on the seat, the man that was sitting before Adeleke, after they have also gone to court. And you know, the court had to say, Adeleke, you are not the winner. It came as a shock. Adeleke was already seated. And meanwhile, remember that immediately he got into office, he flushed 1,000 and something government workers, and there was really war in Osun State. And I was like, man, what is happening? But Adeleke said, no, I won't take it. What was the court's excuse? The court was like, the number of the voters was far much higher than what was in the beavers. You know, this Nigeria is so funny. Recall that it was Osun State that was used in judging, in actually judging the efficiency of the beavers. It was Osun State election that was used in judging the efficiency of the beavers. And when they made use of the beavers now in the presidential election, they were telling us network issue, beavers are not working. In fact, beavers are not seen in some other places. So it actually worked in Osun State. So that case was adjourned. And today, they said today we should watch out for the fate of Adeleke. So right now, they must have gone to the courts. And before the day runs to an end, we will know what the story will be like. We will know if Adeleke is to continue sitting on that seat, or if Oyetola will come back to say, Adeleke, please leave. And you know, if he should continue sitting there, I think he's going to learn new dancing step, just like we used to call him the dancing governor. And that's that on the Daily Trust newspaper. I will go on a short break, and when we return, we'll move over to the next paper.
Hey there, are you looking to record your videos, do your voiceovers, and take your professional pictures? Look no further. With our state-of-the-art newsroom, photography, kitchen for our food content creators, and exclusive children's studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Tharv Media give life to your dreams. Tharv Media, a slice of infotainment.
You're welcome back. We're moving over to the last paper for today. And the last paper that we have here is the Vanguard newspaper. And on the Vanguard newspaper, we've got the big one, just like I always call it the big one. This one has made the front paper. Alleged incitement. Keyamo, Obi, Datti disagree over call for arrest. Alleged incitement. Keyamo, Obi, Datti disagree over call for arrest. This you can find on the page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. And the very small one here says, troops eliminate 46 terrorists, apprehend 50 in 2 weeks. And I'll be taking the least but not the last on the Vanguard newspaper. And this one says, anti-party, PDP suspends Anyim, Fayose, 2 others refers autumn to disciplinary committee. Anti-party, PDP suspends Anyim, Fayose, 2 others refers autumn to disciplinary committee. And this you can read up on the page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. And without missing words, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the PDP, the suspension. PDP since last year, it's been lots of drama coming from the G5, right from the time of buying the presidential ticket, right from when the race began. Is he talking about the G5 governors? Is he talking about Wike telling Ishosha Ayu to step down, that it is a South-South thing? Are you stopping Atiku from visiting his state for campaigns? And after the whole election, remember, the presidential candidate for the PDP did not win. And he has also gone to court. Now, the PDP has come back to their place. They've come to sit down and to say, this is what is happening to us. Suspension here and there. That is Fayose, the Ekiti State and ex-governor in Ekiti State, then Senator Pius Anyim, then Autumn of Benue State. Suspension here and there. What is actually happening in PDP? I need someone to answer me. I don't know why my guests have refused to come to this show today. I needed someone to tell me what is happening in PDP. Not just only suspending Anyim, not just suspending Fayose, not just, they've actually invited Autumn to come to the disciplinary committee as a result of anti-party. And let me ask you, are there no constitution guiding PDP? Are there no constitution guiding these parties? Is it today that these people have been going from one party to the other? I want to tell you that you've been sleeping since. You've not done the right thing. In fact, the people that you've mentioned, the people that you've suspended, I don't even think that are the right people to suspend, because right now I have someone at the back of my mind that I want to say. I'm actually expecting PDP to suspend that particular person, and yet PDP, you've not suspended that particular person. Why? Anyways, every party have their rules and regulations. If they've done wrong, if they've been they're found guilty of anti-partying, you guys should do the right thing. Bring yourself together. You're having lots of issues. You're not even together. These people are facing here. These people are supporting these people. These people are supporting these people. So PDP, please, I beg you. Jennifer, I'm begging you. Do the right thing. And please, I just want to take this last one. Let me use this one as a roundup to the three papers today. This one says, reps to CBN, direct commercial banks to overhaul e-platforms. I don't want to talk about the cash crunch today, but Nigerians are actually suffering. CBN, please, tell banks, I don't know what's happening with the e-platform. If we are going cashless, let's go cashless. If you're promising us money till the 31st of December this year, please make the money available. But if these e-platforms are ready for us, please, there are lots of network issues. You transfer money to a person, in the next 3 weeks, the person have not received the money. That's not right. Nigerians are actually suffering. I don't know if I'll say that the damage is more to the benefit of this cashless, new cash policy or cashless society. In as much as we've learned to embrace it technology-wise. Please, CBN, do the needful, because the banks are actually crying. When you ask the bankers, they'll say CBN. So I think CBN is actually the issue. Anyways, this brings us to the end of the newspaper review today on TAP TV. I still remain Jennifer Adawamo, and thank you for staying with me.